Uh, it was about going out, running the offense, and really just getting out of the game healthy. It was the main thing we were trying to accomplish today. And I wanted to complete every pass. I was close, but that kind of was the goal to come out today, just run the offense and get out of the game healthy.
Was it a big deal for you two to lead the guys out of the tunnel?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of something that I've done, my whole time being a player. Even when I was a backup at Texas, I try to be in the front. Just, as a quarterback, try to be a leader and try to lead the guys and instill some confidence in the rest of the team and let them know that I have their back no matter what.
Was it designed just to play one series?
2 series was actually probably what I was told, but after 2 series we didn't score, so I thought maybe go out there for a 3rd series, but it was out of my control. I do what the coaches tell me to do, and I've gotten a lot of throws throughout spring ball. I've thrown 200 to 300 pass attempts during spring, and so really just try to get out there and like I said, just throw a few passes with the first team offense and then get out of the game healthy.
How do you feel about where you're at with the receivers and just this offense after the spring now?
I feel like that we're in a good spot as a team, as an offense. Throughout spring with the ones, I know for sure I can't really speak on the other quarterbacks, but I think we had 20-something, 30-something touchdowns. I had 4 or 5 interceptions throughout spring, so I feel like I did a good job of taking care of the ball on the offense. We did a good job of as spring ball progressed. We've had some of our best practices the last few weeks, and routes on air have improved every day. One-on-ones, we've done a really good job in the one-on-ones at the wide receiver position. As you know, we've had a lot of young guys step up at tight end, with some older guys being out. So I think I've seen a lot of improvement across the board. But talking to Coach Whipple this week, he really wants me to just, be a leader of the offense, but, make sure I focus on being a quarterback and not trying to be, a leader of worrying about other guys' positions and how they're coached. I'm just trying to trust the coaches that we have on staff and just do my job to the best of my ability.
You're a competitive guy, so when I say that your offense as a whole had 12 drives in the first half, you had 9 first downs. How does that sit with you?
You said we had 12 drives and 9 first downs. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I wanted to beat the defense. So as you can see, I was engaged the whole game I definitely want us to beat the defense so we can have bragging rights throughout the summer. I don't like giving anyone any bragging rights ahead of us, but as an offense, we want to go out and score every drive that we get. But you have to be positive about it too and be realistic. If that doesn't happen in a game, then you for sure want to move the chains and you want to take care of the football. And I know with the ones we took care of the football today, and we were able to get some positive yards and get our run game going. So that was good.
What do you think? Go ahead.
You've only seen this pass rush for the spring. What did you think of it throughout the spring and then today with Garrett getting around the board a couple times?
I've never gone against any pass rush in the Big Ten, and to go against Garrett Nelson and Caleb Tanner and some of those guys that we have come off the edge, I mean, they're very good players, and so we have to give them the credit that they deserve. But today, I felt their presence a little bit, but as long as I can maneuver the pocket and move around a little bit, I usually can find a completion and find a way to get the ball off. And then when I need to, I'll scramble. But Garrett and the defensive line did a really good job today. And like I said, hopefully that will improve on blocking those guys. But it's also a good sign for our team and for our defense that we're going to have good pass rushers.
What do you think overall after one spring with these guys of the skill players on offense that you have around you?
Well, first and foremost, when I got here in January and I was out, I wasn't able to participate because I hadn't been cleared yet. But the first thing that I noticed was how athletic and strong, the guys overall on the team are. And then on offense, we have really athletic receivers and tight ends and running backs. I remember watching Thomas Fedoni and Oliver Martin kind of jump up and touch the top of that ceiling right there, and just seeing those guys explode and move well was exciting. And then as we got into spring ball and running routes and in the practice, I've been impressed with just their ability to be humble and retain information and want to learn. And so like I said, I've seen improvement. We have a long ways to go, but I've seen improvement so far. Not only from the wide receiver core, but from the tight end room and the running backs as well.
A little hard to tell, obviously, when you're not tackling live in the first half. But over the course of the spring, how did you feel like the top group ran the football?
Yeah, so, I mean, today we honestly were we were close to going live, and we were going to split up the teams, but we didn't have enough depth at just a few positions, and so we thought it was best to do that. We met with Frost about it on the leadership council, and of course we wanted to go live, but I think it was a smart decision. But we've had plenty of practices and scrimmages against the defense where we've gone live, and as a team, with the coaches, I think that we've seen enough. And so today, like I said, I can't really control, whether we're live or not. But I think that our run game is fine. I think that our wide receiver position and the passing game is fine. And like I said, I just want us to be a little bit more consistent and continue to move the chains.
One or two more.
Casey, what was your first impressions of playing at Memorial Stadium in front of these fans?
Today was my first day ever going out on that field and doing anything because we didn't practice outside. We were in the indoor, and we were supposed to have a couple practice outside, but weather kind of ruined that. So today was my first time actually throwing or being in the stadium at all, and it was cool to see the stadium full of people and the turf underneath my feet, and kind of just look around and feel like it was a real game. But it also was a good day for me and for all of us to get used to being able to lock in and have laser-like focus. And honestly, when you step out on the field and the game starts, you really kind of tune out the rest of the noise. And so it just felt like another practice to me. And as you guys all know, I've played in big games before, and I came from a stadium that had 100,000, so I was pretty used to it.